What is up, everybody? Are you ready to get caught up with the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news? I'm ready for you guys. It's season 29, it's episode 21. We're talking about Hard Eyes. Oh boy, did I have some fun with this one. Love Hurts, also in theaters. We'll talk about it. On the TV side, Paradise, Apple Cider Vinegar, and Mythic Quest is back for season 4. We got a lot to talk about. Strap on in. Am I on the air? Starts now. Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Tonight, it's season 29. It's episode 21, and tonight's show is simply titled Love. We're going to be breaking down the news from February the 5th through today, February the 11th. Got a couple movies to talk about, a couple TV shows to talk about, and of course, we'll get into everything that's gone on in the last 7 days here or so in entertainment news. So let's get her going. The first movie I want to jump into, non-spoiler, is going to be Hard Eyes. Oh my goodness. Where do I start with Hard Eyes? Directed by Josh Rubin, when the Hard Eyes killer strikes Seattle, a pair of coworkers pulling overtime on Valentine's Day are mistaken for a couple by the elusive couple hunting killer. Now they must spend most of the romantic night of the year running for their lives. So this one here stars Olivia Holt, Mason Gooding, Jordana Brewster is in here, Devon Sawa is in here. I didn't know what to expect with this movie. I went into this movie thinking it's a slasher film. It's going to kind of be like Scream. Let's just go have some fun with it. And boy, did I have some fun with it. This movie is great. It is great. I had a blast with Hard Eyes, way more than I ever assumed. And I got to give it up to 2025 so far. Coming out the gate really hard with the horror genre, like with Hard Eyes, and last week I talked about Companion, just killing the game out here in these movie theaters. I, again, had so much fun with this movie, and I love it because this movie is a romantic comedy at its core, based and wrapped around with a serial killer. It's something almost that you've never seen done before. And I might tip my hat to them because this was unique. This was something special. Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding are fantastic in this movie. Olivia Holt is so hot, first and foremost, but she's an amazing actress, and it's so cool to see her evolution. A lot of people forget, man, she was on Cloak and Dagger. Remember, there was a little Marvel show called Cloak and Dagger. She was one of the main characters on that one, and she was Dagger. And she was so great on that show, but you've seen her pop up here and there in all these different movies. She's so good in this. And then Mason Gooding, you don't really get to see this guy kind of take the lead. He's been in the last 2 Scream movies, so he knows how these movies go. And he is super charismatic in this film. He's funny, he's witty, he's charming. Like, I mean, he really plays the character so well. Um, and then it's just cool seeing like Jordana Brewster and Devon Sawa running around as the cops in this movie. And there's a great joke in here about them and their cop names. I won't spoil, but when you see it, it's super hilarious. The movie is so funny. It's way funnier than I ever expected. Going into a slasher, I wasn't expecting to laugh, and I laughed a lot at this. And like I said, it is a romantic comedy. They are Mason Gooding and Olivia Holt's characters, they work together. They're trying to do a work meeting, and the Hard Eyes killer kills couples, and he sees them and assumes they're a couple and starts chasing them down. And there's this kind of like weirdness in the beginning because they're not a couple, but of course they have this weird chemistry that of a will they, won't they kind of a thing. And it just plays so well. The kills are cool, it's gory, it's got everything going for it from the horror standpoint, but then it's funny and it's witty and it's got heart, and I loved it. And I would love to see a sequel to this thing, hopefully one day. I loved Hard Eyes, so very highly recommend. 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely check this one out. My next movie, because I went to the theater twice last weekend, man, I had to pull overtime for y'all, is I checked out the other new release, Love Hurts. Now, this one here starring Kei Kwan um, and Ariana DeBose. There's some other people that pop up in this one here, like Daniel Wu, Cam Kid. I always forget how to fucking say his last name. Kineget. Marshawn Lynch is in here. He's always funny when he pops up. Um, Mustafa Shakur. So I was excited for this one because it's from 87 North, and they're the team behind the John Wick movies. I had a feeling this movie was really being posed to be kind of like a Nobody, right? The movie with Bob Odenkirk from a couple years ago, Nobody, where he's like just your normal everyday dad, right? In the neighborhood. And then you find out he's this badass former assassin and everything's all crazy. Well, that's kind of almost what happens here, right? You start off with the movie. Kihu Kwan is he's like the best realtor in town. He's just got this normal life and he loves his life and he's doing so good. And then all these other serial killers start tracking him down and they're looking for him. And they're also tracking down, looking for Rose, played by Ariana DeBose, who used to partner with Kihu Kwan. So it's like it goes off on this kind of tangent. I'm torn on this movie. On one end, the movie, the story is kind of dumb. The way it plays out is dumb. It's comical. I didn't care for the story very much at all. On the other end, as an action movie, the movie's got some really good action. Really good action. Everybody really puts in work in this movie, and I loved it. Every time there was an action scene, they got me. As soon as I started to fall out of the movie, an action scene would happen. I'm like, you got me back in. So they won me over with the action, but that's what I went to the movie for. So it's an action comedy. It made me laugh. Kiwoo Kwan was fantastic in this movie. I didn't know how he'd be as the lead of the film, and he did a great job. So, and Ariana DeBose is great. All the supporting characters are great. Really funny people in this movie. Um, yeah, it's just the story bogged it down. I almost want to give this movie 2 stars, um, but what it. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna sit at 3. What did I officially give this thing on my letterbox? Let me see here, because I've already forgot since I posted it. Did I go 2 or did I go 3 on this one? Sorry guys, we're gonna do this live here together and see where the hell I landed with this thing. Okay, I gave it 3. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with 3. Like I said, I kind of wanted to give it a 2, but the action was really, really good, and that kind of bumped me up to the 3. So I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. Um, the good thing going forward is it's very short. It's only an hour and 23 minutes, and it goes by pretty quick. So there you go. And if you're an action junkie, I think you'll have some fun with this one. So that's what we got on the theatrical side. When we switch on over to the TV side, started watching a couple new shows. One I was very excited to get into is Paradise. This is a new Hulu original starring Sterling K. Brown. James Marsden is in here as well. James Marsden is the president. Sterling K. Brown is his head of security. And, and if you see the trailer, you see that James Marsden has been murdered. And they think Sterling K. Brown had something to do with it. And it's a what happens from there. I love the trailer to this show, and I was ready for this really cool mystery. I jumped into it. I know it's been on for a couple weeks now. I only watched the first episode. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I've always really liked Sterling K. Brown. I think he's a fantastic actor. I wish he would do more. James Marsden's always good. It's got a great supporting cast. It sets up the show really, really well. And at the end of the episode, I won't spoil anything, but there's a massive twist at the end of the first episode that the trailers didn't allude to, that I had no idea was coming. And when the twist happened, I was like, oh, you fuckers, you got me. You got me. Because now I'm super intrigued to continue this show and see like where it takes me, because this show just took a complete twist and I am ready for more. So highly recommend checking out Paradise over on Hulu. The other new show I checked out was Apple Cider Vinegar. This is on Netflix. It is based on a true story. Two young women advocate for wellness remedies to cure deadly illnesses, unraveling their lives as they unknowingly and knowingly mislead the world. This one is led by Caitlin Dever. I'm not familiar with the true story here, but I thought this looked really intriguing. I love shows that are based on true stories. So I jumped into this one and I'm just on it. The good thing is it's only 6 episodes, so I'm going to try to kind of breeze through it. I hope the show picks up because the first episode I found extremely boring. It was very, very hard for me to get through this first episode. Not much happens, but of course, the first episode's kind of setting everything up. So I'm hoping as the show progresses, it will get better. I've heard a lot of good reviews on this, and I'm just waiting to see how it turns out. So I can't recommend it yet, but we'll see how this show plays from here. And lastly, I just want to shout out Mythic Quest is finally back. This is a hilarious show over on Apple TV Plus. It is back for its fourth season, starring Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's got a great supporting cast. This show is so damn funny. I missed it so much. It's been years since the last season. Glad it's back, and I just wanted to give it a quick shout out for those of you that didn't know it had returned, or maybe it's a show that went under your radar and you didn't even know existed. Check out Mythic Quest. Season 4 now streaming, but of course you can binge all the rest of the seasons if you missed it somehow. All right, let's recap. Hard Eyes now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Love Hurts now in theaters as well, 3 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, Paradise, big thumbs up. Over on Hulu, Apple Cider Vinegar, over on Netflix, and Mythic Quest Season 4, big thumbs up as well on Apple TV Plus. All right, let's get into the box office. Coming in number 10, it's Moana 2. Number 9, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Number 8, Flight Risk, which will be on premium VOD this Friday. Number 7, Becoming Led Zeppelin. Number 6, One of Them Days. Number 5, Companion. Number 4, Mufasa the Lion King. Number 3, Love Hurts. Number 2, Hard Eyes. And number 1, Dogman. Once again, Dogman holds on to that number 1 spot. I'm shocked, man. You know, I just expected Hard Eyes to really take that number 1 spot. Usually, horror movies do very, very well. I'm surprised that Hard Eyes only made 8.3 million to be at number 2. Love Hurts only made 5.8 million. I expected that one to kind of be middling, but I thought more people would see Hard Eyes. The good thing is that Hard Eyes only cost, I think, 15 million to make. So hopefully it'll turn a profit here as it's sitting at 8.3 the first week, and I'm hoping some good word gets out and people go check it out. And hey, man, Valentine's Day is Friday. We got 2 movies in the theaters, Love Hurts and Hard Eyes, that kind of follow around Valentine's Day. I titled the show tonight Love. Love is in the air. Valentine's Day is coming up. Go take your date to see Hard Eyes. I think you'll have a good time with it. All right, guys, with all that stuff out the way, let's get into the news of the week. Now, right after we did last week's episode, the very next day, we kicked off in the morning with the first full trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. This movie hits theaters in July. I thought it was a really good trailer. I've seen a lot of people talking smack online about, oh, the trailer's just kind of meh. Um, I really dug it. I think it looks good. Scarlett Johansson's awesome, and I like that this movie looks more like they're going back to the horror kind of vein. It looks scary, it looks thrilling, and I'm down to see where it goes, man. Like I this trailer intrigued me. I'm on board, so definitely check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. And again, if you want to watch these trailers, you want to read any more of these articles, just jump onto our X page. It's just x.com/am I on the air. You'll be able to find everything right there. You don't even need a subscription. So check it out, follow along with us. The SNL 50 anniversary special is coming. It's live this Sunday, February the 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, over on NBC and Peacock. There's a million people that are going to be on it. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. We have the first full trailer for the new season of Shoresy. Season 4 premieres February 26th over on Hulu. We have the first trailer for the new Smurfs movie that comes out July 18th with Rihanna voicing Smurfette, so check that out. We got a really funny video with Jack Black and Paul Rudd singing a new song, announcing the rest of the cast for their new Anaconda movie. It's pretty funny. Check that out. A live action Gundam movie is officially in development. I know a lot of people have been waiting their whole lifetime for a new Gundam movie, so there you go. It's coming, and I'm excited for it as well. We have the poster for Jurassic World Rebirth, which is nothing fancy. It's basically the logo we've already seen, just with the actors' names on it. So in theaters July 2nd. Kiernan Shipka and McKenna Grace are set to star in a new survival thriller called The Nowhere Game. It's funny. I'm not shocked to see these two team up in a movie together because I think I confuse Kiernan Shipka and McKenna Grace for each other all the time. So I find it very funny that they're going to do a movie together. A Victoria spin-off show called Hollywood Arts is in the works, and Daniela Monet is set to return for the show. X-Men MCU movie. Supposedly, rumor has it that the X-Men movie is being fast-tracked and it will come out after Secret Wars in 2027. So we'll see if they stick with that. That is unofficial. That is a rumor. The Creep Tapes has been renewed for season 2. So congratulations there. I want to watch the show. I just haven't got a chance to get around to it, but glad to see it's doing good and gets a second season. Guy Pearce is set to star in a new erotic thriller that would be called Blurred. Jack Whitehall, along with Paula Pell, is joining Kiki Palmer in The Burbs. Fantastic Four MCU movie trailer has set a record for Marvel Studios. It is the most watched trailer for a first movie in a franchise. So don't count sequels. The sequels, Avengers, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, sequels have outdone the Fantastic Four trailer, but when you're just looking at trailer debuts for a first-time movie, Fantastic Four is the biggest one for Marvel. So a lot of people interested, a lot of people watching. Congratulations, that's awesome. Adam Scott is joining the cast of Hokum. He will lead the next horror movie from Oddity director. Daniel Radcliffe and Lucas Hedges have been cast in a new Vietnam War thriller. There's going to be a new movie called Trust the Man. Rooney and Kate Mara are set to star in Werner Herzog's new movie, Bucking Faster. Julia Roberts set to lead a new murder mystery movie called Kill Your Darlings. Ben Affleck set to direct a kidnapping thriller called Animals, and he has brought on Gillian Anderson to star alongside him in that one. Brian Cox and Emma Roberts are joining up for a new buddy comedy movie called Old Pals. Robert De Niro is set to lead a new Netflix crime thriller called The Whisper Man. Ki Hu Kwan is going to play a serial killer in a new horror movie about a dog. That's right, Lily Reinhart has also been cast in it. Neil Patrick Harris is joining the new Bella Ramsey movie called Sunny Dancer. Marissa Tomei and Virginia Gardner are set to star in a new rom-com movie called Fuck Valentine's Day. We have the trailer for Toxic Town. This is Doctor Who's Jodie Whittaker, as she is leading a brand new Netflix miniseries. So check out that trailer for Toxic Town. Um, Conan O'Brien is officially set to be the host of the Oscars. That's right. 97th Annual Academy Awards will be hosted by Conan O'Brien. The Oscars will air on March 2nd on ABC and Hulu. Owen Wilson and Alan Ritchson are set to star in a new action drama called Runner. Hey man, love both these guys. I'll definitely check that out. Johnny Depp's new movie Day Drinker has added Outer Banks star Madeline Klein to the cast. Bill Skarsgård is joining Hugh Jackman in The Death of Robin Hood. I still don't know why Hugh Jackman is doing a Robin Hood movie. I don't think anybody's learned their lesson when it comes to Robin Hood movies. Kiefer Sutherland and Rebel Wilson, another weird pairing, are set to lead a Christmas movie called Tinseltown. Frozen director is going to be making a new Shark Attack wedding movie called The Ascent. Flow, the weird little animated movie that started getting an Oscar buzz with the cats, is going to start streaming on Max starting on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Baby Reindeer's Jessica Gunning is joining Steven Soderbergh's new dark comedy movie, The Christophers. On Swift Horses is the new Daisy Edgar Jones and Jacob Elordi movie. This is going to hit theaters on April 25th. Magic the Gathering. Are you ready? They're trying to build out this universe because it's going to get movies and TV shows in a new universe that's always in development over here at Legendary. So moving forward with some Magic the Gathering. John Travolta is set to lead a new JFK thriller movie called November 1963. Mayor of Kingstown Season 4 has added Eddie Falco to the cast, joining Jeremy Renner's show over here. We have the complete list of winners from this year's Critic Choice Awards to check out if you haven't seen it. Along with Bill Skarsgård, Murray Bartlett, and Noah Jupe are also joining the Death of Robin Hood cast. Madeline Klein, we talked about this in Day Drinker. She's joining Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz in the new action thriller that Mark Webb is set to direct over at Lionsgate. Congratulations to this TV show, English Teacher. It has been renewed for a second season over on FX. Very excited about this. I thought English Teacher was hilarious. I thought it had a great first season. Highly recommend that show if you haven't seen it. Glad to see it getting a second season. Um, a Bakugan is a live action movie is in the works. Don't know what a Bakugan is. Sarah Michelle Gellar breaks her silence on the Buffy reboot. She says we will only make the show if we know we can do it right. So we were talking about this as again the reboot going over to Hulu, and but she's saying, hey, we're not moving forward unless we have everything the way we need it to be, and I love it. A Rust documentary focused on Helena Hutchins has been set over at Hulu. Um, let's see here. Denise Richards and Her Wild Things. That is the name of her new reality show. It is coming to Bravo, and we have the first sneak peek at that. Love It or List It has been renewed for season 20. Let's see here. Skip around a little bit. We got the new poster for Thunderbolts, which is pretty awesome because on Super Bowl Sunday, this was like the only new trailer they dropped on Super Bowl. I know they put out a couple TV spots for Jurassic World and How to Train Your Dragon, but they weren't really anything new. They were just little 30-second TV spots with not much different. The only new full trailer that came out on Super Bowl was Thunderbolts. So congratulations on Marvel kind of stealing the show here. But the new trailer dropped. It hits theaters on May 2nd. It's a fantastic trailer. It is really, really good. It doesn't give away much else, but it shows you some really cool stuff. And in the trailer, they make a joke about being on a Wheaties box. And that's the new poster that dropped, is all of them looking like they're on the front of a Wheaties box. I love it. So check out the new trailer for Thunderbolts. And like I said, we also have the big game spot for How to Train Your Dragon, which hits theaters on June 13th, the live action one. The big game spot for Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, hitting theaters on May 23rd, and the big game spot for Jurassic World Rebirth, which I didn't think had any new footage. Brad Pitt's new movie F1 had a little game spot too for 30 seconds, so check those all out. We have the first poster for Yellow Jacket Season 3, which again comes out on Paramount Plus this Friday on Valentine's Day. We also have the first poster for Final Destination Bloodlines, which looks amazing. I love this poster, and if you've seen the teaser trailer, you know what this poster is talking about. This hits theaters on May 16th. Um, let's see here. I'm going to skip through some of this. We've talked about all that already. Green Day is developing a new comedy movie inspired by the band. It'll be titled New Year's Rev. The film is a coming of age story that finds three friends who journey to LA thinking their band is opening for Green Day on New Year's Eve. We have the first poster for Friendship, starring Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. This poster is really funny. Men shouldn't have friends. And I will tell you, because today the trailer dropped for Friendship. When I saw the poster and I saw Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to be like I Love You, Man. It's going to be a really funny, kind of slapsticky comedy movie. The trailer came out today, and the first thing I noticed in the trailer, it says A24. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is not going to be what I think it is. And it's a really good trailer. I'm intrigued. I want to see the movie, but it is not the movie I thought it was going to be when I saw these two in this poster. So hats off to them. A24 killing the game. Check out the poster and the trailer for Friendship starring Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. Euphoria Season 3 is now officially in production. Natalie Portman is set to lead a new rom-com movie called Good Sex, coming from Lena Dunham. Stephen Yeun and Kerry Washington have been cast in Ben Affleck's new kidnapping heist movie. It's going to be coming to Netflix called Animals, so some more great additions there. Miles Teller and Casey Affleck are set to lead a new manhunt thriller movie called Wild Game. Let's see here. We talked about that. Ben Stiller is attached to star in the music industry dramedy series The Band, which is in development over at HBO. We have the Mortal Kombat 2 poster, very generic, just with the 2 and the dragon coming in. But on top of that, they dropped a poster for Carl Urban as Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. And this is really cool because if you know the Mortal Kombat game and you know Johnny Cage, you know he's an actor who does action movies. And that's what this poster is. It doesn't even say anything about Mortal Kombat on there. It just shows Johnny Cage in a new movie called Uncaged Fury. And it's the poster for this fake movie that Johnny Cage is starring in. Of course, once again, played by Carl Urban in Mortal Kombat 2. So I'm hoping since these posters are starting to drop, we might get a trailer here any day now. We'll keep you posted. You know, we'll be posting it up on our social media as soon as we can. So, very cool poster, though. Um, Naomi Watts adopts Bill Murray's dog in the new trailer for The Friend. Another Robin Hood show is in production. God damn, these people just don't get it. They've added Game of Thrones star Sean Bean to the MGM Plus series. Paul Giamatti is set to play a paranormal radio host in a new biopic movie from Radio Silence. Ariana Grande, since Wicked is getting all kinds of offers, she has been offered roles in Spaceballs 2, a new wedding comedy, and a whole bunch more. So we'll see if she accepts any of those. Carry On director Wam Colette Serra has found his next project in a new thriller movie called Play Dead. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is moving forward over on Netflix and has just brought on a new director. Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul and Jacob Tremblay have been cast in a new horror movie called The Night House. Peter Dinklage has been added to the cast of Dexter Resurrection. I love that they're beefing this cast up, man. So good. Michael C. Hall, of course, back, bringing Dexter back once again. We talked about Uma Thurman joining the new cast, and now we got Peter Dinklage. I love it. Um, let's see here. We talked about Flight Risk hitting PVOD on February 14th. Kristen Wiig and Bill Murray are set to play an unlikely couple in a new comedy movie called Epiphany. Naomi Ackie and Bill Nye are joining Jason Statham's new action movie. Um, Liam Neeson's new action movie, The Mongoose, has added Marissa Tomei to the cast. A Complete Unknown is hitting premium VOD on February 25th. Miles Teller is set to play Italian cyclist and World War II hero Gino Bartali in a new biopic from the Free Solo directors. Dave Bautista is set to star in a new dystopian thriller called Dreadnought. Um, Brave New World, the new Captain America movie, is looking to hit at least 90 million here in the US and open globally to 200 million. The critic screening was tonight, and I've only seen a couple early reviews, but they were positive. They were very positive about it, saying kind of a return to form for Marvel. So very, very cool there. I will be seeing it Thursday night in IMAX, so we'll definitely be talking about that on the next show. Hopefully, Brave New World will outperform its expectations. Matthew Rhys has signed on to star in and executive produce a new series called Widow's Bay. He will play a mayor of a coastal New England town who refuses to believe his constituents' warnings that the place is cursed. Masters of the Universe cast James Purefoy and Charlotte Riley have been cast as He-Man's parents. There you go. Stars has dropped the new Power Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 4 trailer, so check that one out. I love this casting here. Amy Adams has been cast to star opposite Javier Bardem in the new TV adaptation of Cape Fear. Remember Cape Fear, Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro back in 1991, man. And yeah, so Amy Adams has been signed on And we already knew that Javier Bardem was going to be in it, so great to see Amy Adams join it. That's awesome over on Apple. Jay Leno is going to be joining his good buddy Tim Allen over on Tim Allen's new ABC sitcom Shifting Gears, which, by the way, is a really funny show. Very, very good show. I like it a lot. The Big Bang Theory spinoff that's in development over at Max will feature the return of John Ross Bowie as Barry Kripke. So nice addition there. Over on Dr. Odyssey, Adrian Palicki is going to be joining the cast, which I love. She's so good, and I wish I'd see her in more stuff. We got your first look at Ben Affleck and John Bernthal in The Accountant 2. Got some first look photos here for you to see. Justin Chatwin, Beverly D'Angelo, Misha Barton have joined the cast of a new thriller with Hayden Panettiere called Sleepwalker. And Morena Baccarin, who I love so much, along with Johannes Hakur Johannesson, have the power as they've joined the Masters of the Universe movie, as well as she is going to be playing Sorceress and he's playing Fisto. So great addition, man. When you get Marina to join any cast, it is a great addition. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of our show. Look at us. Boom, right at the 30-minute mark. Can't do it any better. I hope you have an amazing night. I hope that you feel more knowledgeable as always, that you know the stuff. So when you're at work and you hear people saying some weird shit, if you didn't hear it on this show, they're probably lying. It's rumors. They're falling for some bullshit that's online because they're clickbaiting. Just let them know. And when they say, "How do you know?" You go, "I listen to Am I on the Air?" and then send them the link. So that's how we roll. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it, and everything you need is right there. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on X at AmIOnTheAir. Myself at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Blue Sky and Threads. So wherever you're at, just give us a follow and follow along. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just give us a follow. And of course, we're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air? You'll find us, I promise. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Follow over on X at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and at Pop Culture_Pros. That'll do it for me tonight, February the 11th. Like I said, this Thursday in IMAX, I'll be checking out Captain America Brave New World. Happy to get back into the Marvel world. It's been far too long. Can't wait to see Red Hulk and everything else that they got going on here that I don't know about. And we'll talk about it next week, and we'll see what else comes down the pipe. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace. Red Dragon!